Hey guys, it's Julie from Table for Two, and today we are going to be making a creamy white bean and bacon soup. This soup will warm you right up in the chilly weather, so let's get started. You're gonna start off by chopping up 4 carrots. Now I've already peeled this carrot, so I'm just cutting it now into quarter moon shapes and just rough chopping it. And then we are going to chop an onion. And then, so we got our onions, put that off to the side. And then we're gonna chop up our rosemary. And here's a tip, you grab it by the top of the stalk and then pull down and all the leaves come off with it. And it's really easy. So then you just wanna give that a rough chop. We'll be using about 2 tablespoons of chopped rosemary. All right, and now we're gonna just load everything up and head on over to the stove to begin our soup. First thing that we're going to do is crisp up our bacon. Is there anything better than the smell of bacon cooking? All right, so this is 5 pieces of bacon and we're just gonna let it cook until it's like really crispy. I know that some people like their bacon a little chewy, but for this recipe, we're gonna need it crispy. All right, we're gonna go on in and flip it so the other side can get all crispy. All right, so the bacon looks all nice and crisp, and so you're gonna bring it out of the pan and put it on a paper towel lined plate so it can drain off all that fat. All right, we're just gonna set the bacon aside and let it drain, and in the meantime, we are going to saute our vegetables in the bacon fat because that's where all the flavor is gonna come from. So we've got our onion and our carrots, and a little bit of garlic. So you want to cook this for about 5 minutes until the vegetables get tender. They don't have to be completely cooked through because it's a soup and it's going to be simmering on the stovetop. All right, so at this point we can go ahead and add in the chopped rosemary. I didn't want to add it early on because you don't want the rosemary to get super cooked and fried up. All right, you want to season this with some salt and pepper, and obviously season to taste. Okay, so next we're gonna add in the chicken stock and the beans. Usually about a container of this kind of chicken stock is already 4 cups, so we'll just add it all in. Okay, and next we're gonna add in the canned cannellini beans. You can use dried cannellini beans, but your prep time increases by a lot because you have to soak them overnight, so it's just a lot easier for me to use canned than to use dried. And for the canned cannellini beans, you're gonna want to rinse and drain them prior to adding it to the pot. And then next, we are going to add in about 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. So half of this packet is 1 tablespoon. And just stir it around to make sure it gets all dispersed and mixed in. And then bring this up to a simmer and then cover it and let it cook for about 45 minutes. So we've been simmering the soup for about 45 minutes now, and here is the trick to getting the soup creamy. We are going to use an immersion blender. So we're just gonna turn down the heat and then stick the immersion blender in and turn it on and start moving it, and it'll start pulling in the ingredients and it'll start blending it. And now we are ready to bring it over and put them into bowls and have a bite. Here we go. This smells so good. This is seriously gonna warm you right up. Look at that steam just coming off. All right, so now I'm gonna take our bacon that we crisped up earlier. It's the perfect garnish for the soup. I just wanna take this now and go cozy up by the fire or something. All right, let's go grab a spoon and eat. You can find the full recipe at tablefor2blog.com.